Okay, well that was weird. Uncle Jeff and Aunt Terry were just here. In fact, they haven't actually left yet. You can see their car right there. If you'll actually take a look back there, you can see it's right next to mine. Might actually be able to catch up before they, because all of a sudden they just show up. I heard a car door, and all of a sudden I look out. There's just a vehicle there. I can't really see it from my road. I start to take a look around. Where are they? What the? How did they get in the shed? It was locked. You know what? Dad probably gave them a key. I can totally see them having like spare shed keys to Dad's thing. Still though, what are they? I mean, okay, I know what they're sort of doing, but they sounded like they were fine with it. So they just showed up and were just like, hey, Tom, just, we want to stop by just to see if we could pick up the metal detector, which I thought was odd, especially considering they said it was JT's metal detector, which they had told me a little bit later, but it's... Are they still there? I don't know. There they are. Yeah, I don't know what exactly what the point of it was. Like, so they showed up. They asked if I knew where the metal detector was, and I don't. I had said that, hey, we should probably put this away so that it's not just sitting out. We put it in the gazebo for a bit, and then Dad moved it. I don't know where he moved it to. He moved it to one of the sheds. I don't know which. But then it was just like, they saw me through the kitchen window, but I'll find it, Danny. I know who it was, because once I got a closer look at the car from out the window, it was like, okay, I know who that is, but it's just like, what's going on? And then while we're out in the shed, Uncle Jeff is just like, hey, what's up with the, have you seen the key around? As if like, oh, now it goes off. Driveway alarm doesn't go off when they pull in, yeah. It's a great thing. But no, Uncle Jeff is just like, hey, do you know if there was a spare key lying around? It's got the blue plastic on it. It's like a double-sided key. And no, I haven't. It goes on about how, like, oh, he kind of might expect Joe to, like, try to sell my dad down the river in a way by, like, leaving the key around or something. I don't know. It happened quick, and what am I supposed to do? Family shows up, start asking questions, like, okay, this is allowed. It's just, it's just one thing after another, apparently. I'm gonna have to talk with Dad about this when he gets home, because something seems a little odd, and I want to figure out what exactly is happening. I just want to have my own personal vacation, and I can't even have that. First Joe shows up, I'm totally not staying, just here to play some video games. No, Joe, I know exactly what you're trying to do. I can't believe I didn't have the front door locked. Come on, I know better than that. Well, no, Joe, I know exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to weasel your way in here to stay. Whatever. This whole thing's just strange. And the worst part is that Uncle Jeff had one, like I offered, but I had made chocolate chip cookies last night, and it's supposed to be kind of like my snacks for the week, but they're over. It's like, okay, well, what do I have to offer for guests? We got water. You want a cookie? I made cookies. It's supposed to be my snack for the week. I still have most of the rest of them, but it's still just so strange. He shows up and asks about the key, and just, I don't I don't even know what the key looks like that goes to his tractor. I appreciate that he at least says that he didn't really suspect me, even though I could totally understand why he would. You know, I was here and available. That, you know, I didn't do it, but I can understand why he would think that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to talk. I'm flustered right now because that was weird. I'm gonna have a talk with Dad about this and figure out, or we're gonna have to figure out together like what we're gonna do. I guess what it was about, because this is, like I said, this is strange. Hey, Dad. What? Can I talk to you real quick? It's something happened while you were away. It was a little weird.
What?
So, did you know that intern Uncle Jeff came over while you were gone?
I'm sorry, I can't look at you. The sun. What?
Did you know that Uncle Jeff and Aunt Terry came over? Here.
For what?
They were looking around for stuff. They had said that they wanted to find the metal detector to give it back to JT.
Did you give it to them?
No, I didn't know where it was. As far as I know, it was in like one of the sheds, and I don't remember which keys go to what shed, besides the one that goes to the shed here.
It's in a pavilion, for one. But
it is?
So they went looking in the shed?
Only the plastic one that I saw.
Well, they wouldn't know how to get in that one unless you unlock it for them.
Right, I didn't know which key it was for that. I had thought the other shed was locked. So
what, the plastic one?
The plastic one, yeah.
No, I don't always lock that one, but it really only has a lawnmower in it and some other stuff that I don't see somebody stealing anything from there.
Yeah, fair enough. I just thought it was locked too, so it was like, huh, I guess you had like spare keys to give them or something. I don't know.
What's so weird about that? They were looking for the metal detector.
Well, yeah, they said they want to give it back to JT, but it was weird because it was like they didn't need to give it back right away, so...
Huh? Wait a second. You're confusing the crap out of me because you just said they wanted to get it back, and then you said, but they didn't want to give it back. What?
That's what I'm talking about. It didn't make much sense. They're like, oh, yeah, we're looking for it because we wanted to get it back, but like we don't need it back right away.
Yeah, well, let me show you where... Because I had it on top of the...
Yeah, I thought that I saw it there, but I figured you like moved it into a shed.
There was dirt all on the bottom of it, and I saw there, and I didn't want it to start falling off of the...
Like onto the hot tub cover?
Yeah, on the cover. So I put it on the floor here. See, you can see there's got a little bit of dirt up on here from it, but I put it down there.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't see it. I thought they got put in a shed.
Why would I put it in the shed? I figured
just to get it out from outside. I don't know.
I figured that they would be coming over to get it at some point. So I left it outside in case I wasn't home.
Well,
so obviously they didn't find it in the shed, did they?
Either they looked around more and they saw it. I mean, the other weird thing is that they were also asked a little bit about the key to like a spare key for Uncle Jeff's tractor.
What? They asked you what about a spare key?
Just if I had seen one, if I had given one to Joe, so on and so forth.
I don't even know what his
like
key...
He tried a whole good cop routine. I was like, look, I know it's not you. I know you wouldn't do it.
So they didn't come over for that. They came over here to snoop around to see if I had a key?
Pretty much, that's how it seems.
What a joke. I mean, I don't even know what his key looks like. He says that you can get these online or whatever. I don't know.
It's apparently got blue plastic on the end. It's
unless the
kind of like a car key.
Huh?
Apparently it's kind of like a car key, but it has like blue plastic triangle on the end or something. He described it. I've never seen a key like that before. I was going to
say, unless my tractor key fits in there, I would have no idea what that key even looks like.
Exactly.
But I've never even taken the key out of the ignition in the tractor. It sits in there all the time. I've never even looked at it to see what it looks like.
Fair enough.
They didn't take that, did they?
I have no idea. After I saw them in there...
He showed you what the key looked like? His tractor key looks like?
He didn't show it, he just described it. But no, I like saw him over here, then they like stood out on the lawn and talked for a bit, and then they left.
Huh.
Yeah, they surprised me too, because I suddenly hear a car door, the driveway alarm didn't even go off when they got in.
They didn't even call or anything like that. Yeah, this is...
I think that he described it like bigger than that.
Okay.
I mean, obviously it's still there. so that's good.
I was just making sure that it still worked.
I get you.
That he didn't switch keys or something on me.
Yeah, I even had to offer one of my chocolate chip cookies that I had made while they were here.
You made chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, yeah.
You got some left over?
No, I finished them, but...
You made chocolate chip cookies and you ate them all?
Well, yeah, I made them like the beginning of the week, and then just ate them like throughout the
so what, you
time you were gone.
You gave Uncle Jeff and Aunt Terry some?
Well, Aunt Terry didn't want one, but Uncle Jeff took one.
Of course.
Because, you know, they're over, they're in the house, you know, they're guests. What am I supposed to do?
Did you say that's the only shed? Because you didn't go in this one because you didn't know where the key is?
Right.
Even though the key's on the keychain with that shed.
I mean, yeah, I figured, I just didn't know exactly which one it was, and I didn't... it would have felt odd for it to be like, hey, why don't you stand here while I keep trying keys back to back until I eventually find the right one.
Did they come in the house and look in the house for my keys and stuff?
I mean, yeah. They asked if like we had a key rack. I showed them it. It was like my key, the key they gave me to watch their dogs, and our miscellaneous keys.
Gosh. I don't understand why they would do that. And like I told him, I don't even understand. Like, we tried to, remember when we were on it? Just to move it, to put it in neutral. I couldn't even figure out how to put it in neutral.
Right. Whole thing was just weird.
And you know, the more I'm thinking about it, I don't know that Joe moved that. I think Jeff came over here and moved it, and he's starting all this crap.
What did Aunt Terry said something about like they checked the footage again, and like apparently they did leave it over there or something.
They did leave it over where? Over where it was?
Over where it was on the side. But then that doesn't really add up because they're still looking for the key. Like to make sure that like we didn't have a spare one or something.
But but I don't understand that. But if he thinks Joe's the one that did it, why is he looking here for a key? So now he thinks I'm the one that did it?
I have no idea, dude. The whole thing's so confusing.
Well, I don't know what else to tell him other than, you know, I didn't do it. And Joe swears he didn't do it, so, you know, that leaves you. You said you didn't do it.
Right, exactly.
You know, Jesse pranked us a whole bunch of times. How does he know it's not Jesse come over and move it? Doesn't Jesse, do you know how to drive that tractor?
That's probably
that he did it in a video one time.
That's a very, very good point.
Doesn't JT have the exact same tractor? And JT's always known to start stuff.
Also very true.
Right, but how come right away is looking at me? I would not touch his tractor because it's only common sense that if I touch this tractor, he's going to be mad, and then he's not going to do anything over here.
I mean, he did sound like he ruled you out because you were gone while it would have been moved. So, like I said, this whole thing is just really, really weird.
And we'll never find out from the footage because on our cameras, because somebody would have had to been right around this zone. We wouldn't see anybody in the woods.
Right.
And you would have to go through a week and a half's worth of footage.
At least.
Because we have no idea when it happened.
Yep.
I don't understand it. And what's that vacuum cleaner doing in there?
Oh, I did some cleaning inside.
It's out of the shed.
Yeah, I wanted to do some cleaning, so I took it out into a...
What's wrong with the other vacuum cleaner?
Well, mostly I wanted to vacuum my room, and it's hard to get around my desk with that vacuum.
Oh, well, you could have used the shop vac, you know. Because
I could.
We were going to throw that one away.
Really?
We were going to, because it's too big. It's awkward.
Well, yeah, but like the tube of it just makes it so convenient. Like the smaller vacuum doesn't have the same thing. Otherwise, I'd use the smaller vacuum.
But the shop vac does.
Well, yeah, but the shop vac, I don't know. It feels weird to use that because it doesn't feel like it's like it feels like it's one of your things, you know? Okay,
whatever. I don't know. I mean, we're going to throw it away when we get a dumpster, but maybe I won't if you're going to want to use it.
I mean, like I said, it was just mostly convenient, and now that I know that I can just use the shop vac, I might just use that, and I can just get rid of that vacuum.
I'm kind of irritated that Jeff actually thinks, you know, he came over here looking for a key, and he ruled me out what? After he searched around for a key in the house? I don't understand it.
Man, I don't know.
So he thought it was me until he searched the house, but does he think that I would, if I had a key, I'd be stupid enough to leave the key out so he could ever see the key? I mean, they come over, you know, often, not like they come over once a year.
It's true. Like I said, the whole situation was strange.
Not to mention, what would be the point of me moving it to over there? And even Joe, like, okay, I know we got all butt hurt and everything, but you know, the more you think about it, why would Joe, if he did use it, like say he took it all the way to his house and used it, he wouldn't do that to begin with. But I mean, if he did, why would he put it back here instead of where it was? He would have known where it was when he took it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I mean, Joe's the sort who would just take it for a joyride just to take it for a joyride.
Right, and if he did, though, wouldn't he put it back where he got it from? He would remember where he got it from if he just took it to take it for a joyride. Why would he sneak it and put it over some place where somebody would know that it was moved?
Well, it is Joe we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, Tom. It's just, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm going to have to apologize to Joe because I really don't think it was him. Doesn't make any sense. I think that most probably it was either Jesse, JT, or Jeff came over here and moved it. Doesn't make any sense that all this fuel is missing from there, Tom.
It really doesn't.
Because nothing was done back there, right? Joe, there's no way in the world that Joe is going to drive that all the way to his house. There's no way. There's no, Joe is not a person that takes those kind of risk. You know, he does stupid stuff, don't get me wrong. He does stupid stuff like start up a tractor, but he wouldn't be stupid enough to drive it all the way to his house.
Right. I mean, I could see him like just driving it around in the back, but I feel like I would know if that happened. Well, I could have been watching the dogs.
But yeah, even so, Tom, if he did that, Joe's not a stupid person. He's not going to put it behind there if it was back in the woods to begin with. It might have been moved, like maybe not parked exactly where it was before back there, but he's not going to put it behind the pavilion. Unless he parked it there, got off, unless he was drunk. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, that just threw a whole monkey wrench in the whole theory.
Yeah, really. All right, do you want me to put the vacuum back in the shed?
Yeah, it doesn't belong in the den.
All right, I'll move it.
That's weird. Did they go in the shed?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were looking in there too?
I mean, I let him in, but yeah. I said
Did you go in there? Like, I mean, I got a lot of tools and stuff.
No, I went in with him.
I wouldn't even know if something was missing out of there. Jeff ain't gonna steal anything. He's got more tools than I have.
Right, he'd have to really sleight of hand it for me to have not seen it.
Yeah.
Seen him get anything. He didn't really like step in either. Anyway, I'll move the vacuum back in there. So.
All right.
Yeah, just want to keep you in the loop.
All right.